San Antonio. He paused. Then, his voice breaking, added, "So at least she had that. Wasn't much. She had that." Beth saw tears forming, her own eyes. He turned his face from hers and coughed to get his voice under control. He then asked, "Take a beer from the cooler, or are you going to snatch it away from me and gulp it down?" "No," she said softly, almost in a whisper. He took a bottle of Schlitz from the refrigerator and twisted off the cap. As he went to take a swig, raising it to his mouth, he lost enough of his balance so that he had to quickly back up against the counter. Without missing a beat, he went on. So one day, Major Alan Naylor shows up in San Antonio, nobly determined to protect as well as he can and the considerable assets that the German kid is about to inherit from the natural avarice of the wetback family into which the German bastard is about to be dumped. "Oh, Charlie." My grandfather was in New York on business, so Naylor had to deliver the news to Doña Alicia that Warrant Officer Junior Grade Jorge Castillo had left a love child behind in Germany. "What happened?" She called my grandfather in New York, told him, and his reaction to the news was that she was to do nothing until he could get back to Texas. He didn't want to be cruel, but, on the other hand, he didn't want to open the family safe to some German woman just because she claimed her bastard was his son's. "Oh, Charlie." "You keep saying," Castillo said. He took another swig and went on. "Couldn't blame him. I'd have done the same thing, asked for proof." "So, how long did that take, proving who you were?" "Not long. 30 minutes after she hung up on Grandpa, the Lear went wheels up out of San Antonio with Abuela and Naylor on it. They caught the 5:15 Pan American flight out of New York to Frankfurt that afternoon. Abuela was at the house in Volk at 11 o'clock the next morning." "House in Volk? What's that?" "Means house in the woods. It's not really a castle. It's really ugly building." "Oh. And she went there?" "And I didn't want to let her in," Castillo said, now speaking very carefully. "My mother was pretty heavily into the sauce. What she had was very painful. I was 12, had never seen this woman before, and I was Karl Wilhelm von Unzugossingen. I was not about to display my drunken mother to some Mexican from America. So Abuela grabbed my arm and marched me into the house and into Mother's bedroom, and my mother, somewhat belligerently, said, "Who the hell are you, and what are you doing in my bedroom?" Abuela said she didn't speak German, so my mother switched to English